Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Show me.
Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
How much havoc we can cause today? I promise it'll be fun.
Have a little faith, lad.
If you think this is good for your morale, I'm not going to judge it out loud.
Let's not waste time. We know you were responsible for the Canada House bombing and the other London attacks. Give us the details.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
But you knew about Zero Day when you contacted us.
I'm a spy, so yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if that's true, you're far from innocent. You'll remain here until further notice.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are. DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
You'll like this. Got word from Hamish that Nigel Cass is planning to unveil some new nasty project at a press conference.
And why would I like that? Albion's always got some sort of nasty plan going.
Because Hamish has convinced his Albion contact to talk to us. Apparently it took some doing, since Radu's a squirrely sort. He's been especially agitated lately. But he has insider information we could use. The meeting's at the Drowning Post.
Wouldn't mind a drink while we plan how to give Nigel bloody Cass a black eye.
What's good, Chief? I'm sorry for not being there IRL, but there's no way I'm coming out of my hidey hole. But I'll keep an encrypted connection open to your safe house. I was having a chat with your mate, Richard Malik. Just a former SIRS agent and a former Albion drone talking shop. Anyway, he pointed me to this audio recording. You should give it a listen. Could be something big.
Let's hear it.
And when you got a moment, give Malik a smack across the chops for me, will you?
What the hell do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are. And I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was working on a story about SIRS kidnapping people off the street, and then she goes missing. You don't find that the slightest bit suspicious?
Look, the decision not to investigate happened way over my pay grade. Do you understand? Way over.
You're fucking in on it. Jesus Christ!
I'm hanging up.
And I'm recording this.
The journalist mentioned in that call seems to have run afoul of SIRS. And seeing as they've taken 1984 less as a dire warning and more as an instruction book, she may be in trouble.
She needs our help.
Agreed. Let's do it.
I've marked her last known location on your map. You should hurry, though. It was dated recently enough that SIRS might not have caught up with her yet. Hello. Someone else sloughed off work, and now it's your turn.
Let's do it.
This is where that journalist mysteriously vanished while she was looking into SIRS mysteriously vanishing people.
I bet there's something for us in there.
I thought we might be able to get ahead of those Stasi wannabes at SIRS, but I'm seeing signs of a struggle. I've tagged a few pieces of evidence that I can analyze more closely if you get me some high-resolution stills. It looks like there's something interesting under that car. Move it so we can have a closer look. Tyre tracks, left relatively recently. 24.9-inch diameter, common size for a large chassis vehicle like a truck or a van.
Finally, I get some vexed by their gossip. I tell them off. Guess what the wankers do? They go to the guards. Verbally abused by me. I can't believe it. Bastards get paid leave, and I get stuck in sensitivity. Bollocks. What? Nonce. A notepad file is open. Looks like a journalist's. I've added a transcript to your data drive.
We know she was here at least.
Ta, Bagsy.
Someone spray painted the security cameras.
Shit. What now?
Oh, calm down. Did you think I had you take all those photos for my invite feed? If you find the CTOS hub, I can cross-reference the stills you took with the security feed and isolate the moments before the journalist was taken. It may contain a clue.
Got it.
We are keeping you safe. Bloody hell. I've never been so mad. Wait, who's this asshole? Motherfucker!
Hey, stop! You hear that?
Total cockhead.
Found it. Here is the image just as the camera was blacked out. Notice the van in the background. The partial license plate number indicates this is a government vehicle.
Interesting.
This confirms the journalist was most likely abducted by SIRS. You know who might know where an SIRS operative would take a questionably legally detained journalist? Another SIRS operative. I've got Malik on the line.
Nah, I don't trust him.
Do you have to? I suppose I might have an agenda. Then again, I might just be bored.
Yeah, get to the point.
Look closely at the paint in the security still. It's not commercial. That's Kark paint. Chemical resistant. Military. Do you remember earlier when you saved me from Albion?
Fuck you!
Come on, that was fun. Anyway, I didn't want the day to be a waste, so I installed a worm in their comms equipment that fed me, among other things, data on their supply requisitions. I just gave Bagley access to it.
Looks like Albion just ordered a crate of Kark paint in that color to the Albion Internment Center. Pushing the location now. Been activated. Do you need a minute?
I'm always ready, Bagley.
Please remain in your residence until we give you the all clear.
This is the Albion Internment Center. That journalist who was investigating the SIRS illegal kidnapping program should be inside.
Going to investigate.
Search complete. Sync time codes.
You can't do this to me.
Trail's gone cold. Let's regroup.
Please, help! You're awful dry shite, aren't you? Help me.
Right, get her out. I don't see anyone following you.
Oh god. Oh god.
Thanks for your help and everything, but we have to keep this short. If I can't get out of this country tonight, I am colossally buggered.
Well, I'm with DedSec. How can we help?
All right then, maybe you can help. You see, SIRS found a legal loophole that's let them arrest you for anything they want. Did your butler's beagle have its hair cut by the same groomer as one of the tone bombers? Well, then SIRS can arrest you without a warrant, and the Snoopers Charter makes it legal.
I don't understand. How could they possibly do that?
Ever since London got on CTOS, SIRS has full access to every email, every phone call, every CCTV stream, everything. When you give over that level of information to the government, the question isn't how could they do it, it's how could they not?
I see. Makes sense. Here, we can help you, Lalo. I'm sending you an address. Someone will meet you there with a passport and some instructions for getting out safely. Stay in touch.
Once the journalist makes it to safety, I'll make DedSec resources available to her so she can finish her story.
Not a bad idea, Bagley.
Thanks for checking in, Chief. I've been sort of torn up lately. An old friend of mine got jumped the other night. I want to go visit him, but... well, you know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was a pack of fuckers from EPAF. They knew my mate ain't from here. They kept yelling, England first, as they kicked the shit out with him.
How can we help?
I don't know.
Poor bastard.
It's a classic paradox. The shittier a society gets, the less willing everyone is to share it. There's been a spike in anti-immigrant violence lately, perpetrated by organised groups like the EPAF.
Fucking hell, Bagley. Is this going somewhere?
The EPAF, or English Patriotic Action Front, appears to be unusually well funded and organised. They could be connected to some larger criminal enterprise.
We should check it out.
Right, I'm off.
This is Kennington Park. Local news reports indicate it's been occupied by a group of violent xenophobes calling themselves the English Patriotic Action Front.
You know the lamp? They're supposed to help with that sad disorder. Not that I'm sad or anything, but with all the grey skies and that, I figured it was worth a go. But it's... the couch when I watch telly.
This is Kennington Park. Local news reports indicate it's been occupied by a group of violent xenophobes calling themselves the English Patriotic Action Front.
citizen.
London ain't gonna take this shit anymore. Well done, well done. Yeah, that's great. That's it. That's quite interesting. Who the fuck are you? Arsehole.
Nice. But it's missing something.
One interesting email on here. It seems the EPAF answers to someone calling themselves Kingfisher, who is pushing them to attack immigrants.
Interesting. What else you got?
The laptop's GPS indicates a location where Kingfisher regularly meets with at least one EPAF member. I doubt they go there to swap football stickers or pick each other's hooves.
I bet there's something for us in there.
Pushing the location now. You're the chosen one.
Consider it done.
This is where an EPAF organizer had his regular meetings with Kingfisher, who seems to be pulling the EPAF's strings.
Why do we have to meet in a police station? Makes me feel edgy.
It's good cover. If anyone sees you, they'll assume the old Bill picked you up.
Just weird to be sitting here without the old bracelets is all. So what have you got for us?
Names. It's a list of people in this neighborhood that Filament tells us will be prone to violence if provoked.
You want us to start some fights?
The bloodier the better. We want some nice, scary ultra-violence for Gran and Grandad on the evening news. Is that a problem?
How do we know this won't come back on me and mine?
Sirs wants the same thing you want. Everyone out of the Oval and the immigrant crisis resolved. You'd be doing a public service.
Ha! A public servant. Who'd have thought, eh?
Multiple files added to the data drive. And would you look at that? Kingfisher is an SIRS officer, so they're the ones funding the EPAF.
Fuck me, SIRS is behind this.
It's all here in the audio file, or you could just ask Kingfisher himself. The Met are lending him an office in this very police station.
Are you sure? Why?
Maybe it cuts down on his commute. How should I know? Find him and take him out so we can put an end to this EPAF business.
What exactly is happening?
Anything to report?
Yes, indeed. Hang on. Just give me a minute.
Kingfisher is down. That should make it harder for those xenophobic goons to get their intolerant hands on military weaponry at the very least. Wish the same could be said for Albion. On a related note, you should probably Scarper.
Yeah.
The powers that be are trying to provoke immigrant violence to justify coming down on them like a ton of pricks.
Thoughts?
I've asked Malik for his analysis.
The service will bury it if you release that recording to the media, so you'll have to self-distribute. SIR's protocol says to do two things: sow disinformation on the internet and distance themselves from the incident. Propaganda works, so no one will know what's true, and by the time the dust settles, anyone who could incriminate them will be gone.
Let's do it.
Agreed.
Done.